rigging on this Nicholson 31. So we're just replacing lines and figuring out what we're going to do different from the guy who did it previously. I'll take a pair of calipers and measure the inside lip to inside lip on these mast sheaves. Figure out what the maximum line. These can take 7/16 is about the maximum this can get. Modern lines are all plenty strong. You can go pretty much as small as you want, but it's really all about comfort and hand. So we're going to go with 7/16 for the main halyard and the topping lip, even though that's big. The jib halyard is going to be 3/8, mostly because of the mast exit where it comes down, but also because with a roller furler, you don't handle it very often. Odds are during most of the time you use it, you won't ever touch it. Spinnaker halyard has a goofy 2-part system. We'll replace that with a bigger block and use probably a 3/8 inch line to keep all the spinnaker gear light. A lot of boats from the 60s and 70s use 2-part halyards with 1-part line, 1-part wire, or even just entirely wire, which is great, super strong, low stretch. Trouble is they get meat hooks and there can be a total mess to deal with. So you have to check your mast sheaves to see if they're the original wire sheaves or if they can handle line as well. And a lot of times you end up running into trouble because your mast is welded together at the top, specifically the width to fit wire and wire sheaves. So sometimes you can take these off and pull the pin and replace the sheaves with a proper sheave for rope. Sometimes you have to get creative. Some people have made their own rope halyards, but your average wire to rope halyard, not just the meat hook problem, is the way they splice the wire into the rope is generally pretty unsafe. You can't tell what state of corrosion it's in. They've had a lot of problems in the past. It's a pretty big safety issue. So thankfully we don't have to deal with any of that. It's pretty straightforward. Just measure and cut new line. And we'll use each of these will be a different color so that we know exactly what it is at the bottom of the mast.
These are standard double braid stay sets from New England. They're mainly used for running rigging on cruising boats as sheets, halyards, and any other general purpose lines. It's a 1.5% elongation factor, so over 100 feet the line will stretch 15 inches. This is a New England stay set X. You can look at the fibers on it and see that it creates an X. This is a single strand parallel core, so the lines interior of it runs straight down. This is mainly used as a halyard on cruising boats. This is a 1.3% elongation factor, so over 100 feet it stretches for 13 inches. This is New England Vpc. It has a Vectron and polyfolium core to it, which means it's a double braid, but it's a high-tech double braid. It stretches at a 0.8% elongation factor over 100 feet, which is 8 inches over 100. This would mainly be used as halyards on cruising boats or club racing boats. It can be used as sheets on racing boats also. This is the New England Flight Line. This uses a Dyneema core to it. You can see the blue inside of it. It is a non-water absorbing core, so the line will actually float on it. It is mainly used for spinnaker sheets on any boat. Mainly club racing boats use this. This is the New England Regatta braid. This is a 12-strand single braid, so there's no core to this line. This will mainly be used as sheets on any type of boat. Usually it's used as a main sheet on cruising boats since it will never hackle, it will never bind, and it's a very smooth, soft line. That's the basic New England lines that we stock at Bacon Sales and Marine Supplies. This is a New England Enduro braid. This is one of their higher end lines. It has a Dyneema SK75 core. This is a 12mm line and has a 21,500 pound tensile strength. It is mainly used as halyards. It can also be used as sheets on real high-end racing boats. It is a 0.3% elongation factor. So over 100 feet this line will stretch 3 inches at the full lifespan of itself. Cover's a little bit different to it. They use a multiple fleck going down as opposed to a standard spec, which would be a solid white with a red dash under. They also offer this in what's called a Euro cover, which is going to be a shinier cover with silver and multiple reds, blues, and greens going throughout it.